What's up, Fluffs? Good to see you all. Thank you for coming. We got Luca, PJ, and Dave, Sovereign Soul in the house. How you guys doing?
Oh, good, sir. Oh, good.
Good to see you guys.
It's hot.
Great.
Is it hot?
My
Don't you
normie
want to take some of
neighbor,
my cold?
my normie neighbor stopped me out at the fence to ask me what I thought about the Trump assassination thing.
Oh no.
And it's hot as hell, so I was able to condense it down to about 5 minutes. And he was like, "Oh, wow, I never thought about any of that." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Well, I've lost some supporters because I said he's not the Antichrist. So.
Oh no.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Does it not say
Literally sending me comments like, "I'm unsubscribed. You're just a false guy." It's like, what the hell? The guys.
Wow.
Okay.
What, because you said a certain man is not the Antichrist that didn't have a fatal wound.
Yeah, because nothing about him is fitting with Bible scripture. So.
Of course not. Of course not.
But hey, let people think what they want. That's their problem. But we do know that was fake. Come on.
It was obvious that the Coriolis effect is what saved his life by drifting that bullet just enough. Enough. I'm waiting for NDT to come out with that, man.
I saw they interviewed one of his classmates, and the guy said he couldn't even make the gun squad because he was such a bad shot.
Wow.
God.
So what does that tell you?
I think
the guy couldn't make the gun squad.
I don't think the guy was real. He had no social media presence. A 20-year-old kid with no Facebook, no Instagram, none of that.
It's really weird, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's very easy just to give the guy a new identity and stuff, and just he's gonna live with a new identity somewhere where nobody anyway knows him. He'll just live his life out.
Will they find a manifesto?
Well,
they always do.
Yeah.
He's got 3 names. They're using his 3 names. They're using his first, middle, and last name. So that ought to tell you about something right there.
And it's weird names. But anyway, it's good to see you guys. Good to see everybody in the YouTube lands and everywhere else. Please hit the likes, share the show. So yeah, Aiden Matters was on a podcast on the Unsubscribed Clips channel talking about Flat Earth.
Oh no,
Dad. No, Dad.
I haven't watched it yet, but I don't think Aiden Matters should be talking about Flat Earth because the guy doesn't even know anything about Flat Earth.
Why him? Why would they have him doing that? Look, that's part of a network. Come on, we all know it. I gotta get my lighter. Hang on.
Well, it doesn't make sense though. I mean, if you want to talk about Flat Earth, why don't you get Flat Earthers on? Why do you want to talk to someone like the Law Lodge that knows nothing about it?
That's it. I mean, he sounds like he knows a lot about scripture, but when you really look at it, I know he did teachings and all that. He did some kind of, what was it? Theology, Bible theology, did he?
Yeah. Look, there's some. I have to give it up to Aiden. There's some things that I do agree with him when it comes to Christian theology and stuff. I mean, especially on Twitter. But when it comes to stuff like Flat Earth, the guy should literally be a 180 away from there. It's like, no, it's crazy. Oh man. But yeah, it's interesting. People want to. And I've been seeing this more and more. When people start to talk about Flat Earth, they're letting the Globers go on podcasts and stuff to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why?
That's right.
And Sandra's in the house as well. What's up, Sandra?
Hey, how you doing, Flatzoid, PJ, Dave, Flooch?
Man.
How you doing, bro? How you doing?
What's up, man?
Yeah, pretty good.
I'm doing good. How's it going, Sandro?
Fine, you?
I'm doing fine.
Good, lad.
Great. Yay.
98.
So none of you guys have got the same as me, a big picture of Sandra's eye in the restream.
No.
No, it's just me who's got that.
Just you, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, yeah, it's just
So-
years ago. It was a big picture of your eye in Restream. Yeah,
Oh.
and it's your avatar. For some
Yeah.
reason, I've got it in a big. I don't know why it's done that like that. It's just come up in a big.
Yeah, I think I took a selfie of me eye when it was bloodshot years ago, and I used that.
And you use it. Got it.
Be careful. Just now they say you're an Illuminati kind of guy.
I know. I was
You
actually.
never know.
I was
You
actually
never
looking
know.
to Illuminati. It's like Illuminati between P and J. That was Michael Flatz's idea. And then I thought about doing an eye thing as the avatar, and I thought, I'm doing it as a joke, you know what I mean? But I thought, nah, people won't take it as a joke. They'll just go straight away, Illuminati.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was called a shill because my mascot has a big head and has two little small eyes, and they said it looks like one big eye, so therefore I'm a shill.
Oh,
So okay, thank you very much.
wow.
Yeah, Dave, I was watching your stream earlier, not live, and you know when Trump gets shot, well, apparently, and he puts his hand up to his ear.
Yeah.
Anybody, if you get an injury and put your hand to it, you keep it there.
Right. He
Right.
took it off.
He seemed to put his hands down straight away.
Yeah.
And seemed
Yeah.
to drop something. And I've
Looked
actually
like
I
Looked
found
like
the
he laid
photo.
some-
You
looked
know
like
when he was
laid something on
when
the
they was all
podium.
under the podium.
Mm.
Oh, he
Yeah.
dropped.
Oh, he's dropped.
But yeah, I also found that very weird. It's like they say he turned his head in the last second when he shot, but he didn't turn his head. I was looking at the whole news network is saying, "Oh, Trump! If he didn't turn his head like that second, then he would have been shot in the head."
It's
But he
pretty
didn't turn
funny
his
angle
head.
he was at anyway. He was kind of
Yeah.
side on, wasn't he? He
That's what I
wasn't
thought.
facing the crowd. He was at an angle to them, wasn't he? Kind of like that.
Okay.
But
So-
also, what's weird if you look at the angle, you know that guy that got shot in the head.
Hmm.
He's on the other side.
Wow.
He's on the opposite side. How did the bullet hit him?
Wow.
So
There's a diagram of that area that shows why.
And they said the reason he died is because he jumped and protected, covered
Yeah,
people to
that's not
protect
true.
them.
There wasn't time for that.
what a hero.
No.
Okay, so this is what they're saying right here.
So I checked, and I think the distance fired was too. It wasn't that big of a distance too. Yeah, 120 yards.
130
Oh,
yards.
you see, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. I
See,
what
because
you're
there were
saying, yeah.
stands here, stands here, stands here. Now, what gets me is that one guy, that Fusco guy or whatever, that's always there with the hat that looks
Oh,
like he
sitting
needs
there,
to be
yeah.
there. Vincent Fusco.
Yeah.
And this guy is just sitting there. He doesn't even react. He's just like watching it. You'd expect him to pick some popcorn up and start eating it.
Wow.
Mhm.
But yeah, you see, the one casualty was here. And over here also, what you saw was there was a hydraulic line on that crane got
Yeah.
hit. And it sprayed hydraulic fuel.
Yeah.
Sprayed it all out over here on the right-hand side. And the
Mhm.
guy that got hit in the head was right here. And then they just, before anything could be done, these
two
state police
people?
just go in there and pick up this guy's dead body and start moving it. Just start taking it out of there. You
Yeah,
have
but
to
the
have
way-
a coroner come. He's got to be
Well,
declared
there
dead.
2 casualties?
Luca, can you wait till he stops talking?
Okay,
Please.
sorry.
Yeah, it was very unprofessional how they just dragged him out of there as well.
Yeah.
Usually when it's a crime scene, it's like they get everybody out of the way and then they
Yeah.
just, put a blanket on him and then they do the photos and everything and then put on a stretcher and out. No, they just dragged him out there like, oh, let's throw him out like a bag roll.
Yeah.
What's-
Well, I've already said what I think about that one.
Yeah. What's up,
I
Matt?
think- I think we're missing the most important, pertinent question, right? When Trump went down, right, and the Secret Service covered him up, and then he stands up and they're trying to move him, he says he needs to get his shoes on. So the question is, does he
What?
give all his speeches barefoot?
Yeah, that's weird.
They're really
But,
trying to paint this picture of him as a loner who was bullied Shit.
But I'm trying to think: is Donald Trump going to go play golf afterwards?
Yeah.
They don't show his ear. Why not?
They do.
In the golf.
Oh, golf. No,
Or if he
I
played golf
haven't seen
afterwards, they haven't shown his ear. No. I mean, anybody that gets grazed from a bullet in the ear will take that earlobe gone. Okay, it like literally takes it away. It doesn't even look like anything happened to his ear.
that. It got grazed. Nothing.
Doesn't matter,
What
Luca.
happened?
Luca,
Still
have you ever been
injured.
shot by a bullet?
No.
Have you seen anybody shot by a bullet before, or even get a graze?
I've seen police shooting videos on
Okay.
YouTube, but they
Okay,
shoot
let's put this.
people.
Have you got burnt before by something?
Yes,
A bad burn.
yes,
Would it leave a scar?
yes. It did leave a scar.
Okay. And he got shot in the ear by grazing. You know how hot a bullet gets?
Well, bullets get really hot, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. Just the heat alone will burn a piece of his ear off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If that had been a 50
Probably.
cal, if that had been a 50
well-
cal and it came within that vicinity of his head, it would have sucked his eyeballs right out of his head.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
The
That's
50
not
cal is
exactly.
hectic, dude.
Do you know how heat and temperature are different?
Oh, no, dude. Really?
Oh my god.
Luca.
Because yes, bullets get hot, but like it was going fast enough that
Okay, you
know
obviously
how
have
you
never seen anybody get shot before.
you know how you can move your hand very fast over a stream of boiling water without feeling much heat
Water's
at all?
not a hot bullet, man.
Well, yeah, but you can have
Thank
the
you.
temperature.
I just want to say thank you for Vicky for your PayPal. Really, really appreciate the Channel support. You are awesome. You rock. Thank you very much, Vicky. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Yeah.
She hasn't got PayPal, so she sends it to me to give to
I
you.
really appreciate it. Yeah. So that's gonna help because I have to take my daughter again for a checkup. For remember she broke her collarbone.
Oh yeah, of
So
course.
she'll go for the X-rays and stuff again. So
Oh.
really appreciate it. That will help tremendously.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Vicky was like straight away. He's like, if you give it to me, I'm like, no, I'll do it during the show so he knows. I'm not just going to send it when
Okay.
just run.
Then how about
Thank you very
instead
much.
of water, we go to molten steel?
Again, it has
I mean,
absolutely
that's-
nothing to do with it, Luca.
What if it
Molten
was
steel
made out of
is hotter than a
unicorn
bullet.
hooves?
Molten
What if
steel
the
would
bullet had been
definitely
made
be
out of
hotter than a bullet.
adamantium? You know, if the bullet was made out of adamantium, and instead of using gunpowder in the shell, they had used fairy dust, then what would the coefficient of the heat signature of that bullet be, Luca?
What?
Jesus, criminally, man. If a bullfrog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass when he jumped. What's with you and all this hypothetical shit, man?
What do you mean? I know a person can run their hand through molten steel without getting
Do
burned.
you hear that?
Wonderful.
Someone using my
Wonderful.
Bluetooth from through the wall.
I have extensive
Wow.
experience with guns and shooting, and I'll tell you what, even a 45 caliber, after I shot it into a piece of wood and I'm going with a pocket knife to go over and dig out the slug because I want to see what it did, that fucking slug is still hot, bro.
I had to turn off my Bluetooth clock speaker because the music they put on Bluetooth next door is coming through my speaker. Idiots. I keep telling them about this.
Hold up. Check this out. Is this him playing golf? And I don't even see a bandage on his ear. Look here.
That's what I'm saying. Let me quickly get it.
It's probably already healed.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's one place that doesn't heal very fast. I know. I've had a scrape there before, and it fucking pulled the scab off, and it bled
You
like
see-
a stuck pig.
But you see what I'm saying? He's playing He's playing golf now. This is the next day, okay?
Very nice.
Wait, maybe that's not.
Oh, was he
But
hitting
anyway,
Michael Obama in the willy?
Luca, you see this guy? This was a bullet grazing. Why is it not showing? Here. Play screen. This was a bullet grazing.
I mean, sure, it would hurt, but that's all it would do.
Sure.
That's all it would do. It would just hop.
Let's just put it this way, Luca. The mark would show.
Yeah.
Especially if you got shot in the ear.
Yeah, I think his hair would
It would
be
leave a
singed.
hole. It wouldn't
His
just leave.
hair would be
Yeah.
singed and everything.
I mean, even the shockwave alone, the eardrum would have experienced some kind of issue.
Mm. Yeah.
But yeah, what can we say? It's very planned. That's the whole point.
No.
He's doing it again. He's doing it again.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've already voiced my opinion on that. So I don't need to say. Okay, let's watch this video.
I'm glad you're allowing this to, Luca. Thank you.
Thank you.
But it's good to see everybody.
Well, it's your stream, so you don't need my permission.
But it's good to see everybody, guys. Thank you for coming. Yeah, it's even the news says he lost a chunk of his ear. Yet he went to go play golf the next day, and they don't show a chunk of his ear missing. That's the issue.
That one will be a Mandela soon as well, because I remember with the Mike Tyson fight, there was more of a chunk out of Evander Holyfield's ear than there
There you
is.
go.
Now it's just a little thing.
You see
Before
that,
it
Luke?
was a big dent. Yeah.
There we go. Look at that.
Ooh.
So, what are you saying now, Luca?
That's
You
like
would
on,
notice that on someone's ear. You know?
that's not an ear though.
No, but it
Oh,
causes
for
more
fuck's
damage.
sake.
to the
Ear
ear.
is much worse. Ear is much
can't you?
worse.
Probably
I've seen
be-
someone lose their whole ear because of a bullet graze.
Hmm.
Evander Holyfield did more damage than that supposed bullet did to an ear. When he bit, or Mike Tyson, anyway, when he bit Evander Holyfield's ear off.
Right. That's right.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember I think it was a Rugby World Cup in like the 90s, where the one South African guy bit one of the New Zealand's players' ears or something. Also bit the piece right off.
Right.
Yeah, that's what Mike Tyson did to Evander Holyfield in that fight, man.
And now you see it, it's just a little, it's bad enough. Obviously, it's got a heart, but it's smaller than it was. You know what I mean? I wouldn't like Mike Tyson chewing my lug off, but you know what I mean?
Donald Trump needs to appear in an action movie with how good his acting is.
He already did. He was already in WWF with Vince McMahon, wrestling Vince McMahon, wasn't he? He already did a bit of acting. He's been in movies. He's been in a good few movies, I think.
He's been in cameos. He's had
Yeah,
cameos.
that's what I mean. Cameos in movies, yeah, of course. I didn't mean he had major parts.
He's got a star on the
So
Walk of
he's
Fame in
not
Hollywood.
really an actor.
No, well, Ronald
Yeah.
Reagan was.
Well,
He's
there
a
wasn't much
president.
acting to do on that, to be fair. Just,
I mean-
you feel like something shot your ear? Okay, get down on the floor. Okay, that's what you can do when you get up. Look all surprised and just say, F this, and then walk in and get escorted to a van. Not
You look
much
like-
acting required.
He looked like one of the Black Panthers, except he's white. Yeah.
Hey, Jeff is coming
Okay,
in.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyway,
Yo.
Trump went on to death.
Yo, Jeff.
Let's go back to this
Oh,
Lord
Matt.
character, man.
Yeah, Law Lodge, the Soy Lodge. Okay.
Yeah.
Soy
Hi,
Lodge.
Matt. How's it going?
Nice.
Is Matt here?
Okay, let's do
What are the odds? I've thought about this several times that the modern flat Earth was just the CIA's attempt at discrediting conspiracy theorists that worked too well, and now a lot of stupid people genuinely believe it.
So the reason I'm hesitant on that one is that the original Flat Earth research, the International Flat Earth Research Society, founded in 1958,
Big on levels.
peaked at like 3,000 viewers.
Yeah.
Why is he talking about the Flat Earth Society? He knows the
He's
Flat
a
Earth Society
retard.
is not the Flat Earth.
I know.
And this is why I say they shouldn't have Aiden Matters on talking Flat Earth, should they?
Mm-hmm. No, because he's obviously biased anyway, so they're just going to sit there and take the piss. I mean, the guy's just turned around and says it was that and stupid people just went for it, so we're all stupid.
He's the exact opposite of an expert.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, he's not definitely one of the guys I would not be saying, come talk about Flat Earth. But like I was saying before the show started with Dave and them, why would they have Aiden Mattis to come talk about Flat Earth? Why don't they talk to an actual Flat Earther?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, you'd think. That's what I'd like Justin Peters to do, because he's a decent dude, you know what I mean? But he's only ever talking to Dan Faulkner. He's a decent flat earther that's, and not Dave Weiss, but someone that's more reputable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah, but I've seen this as a thing that's all around. They don't really want to talk to actual flat earthers. They want to talk about flat Earth, but they don't want to talk to flat Earth.
No.
Yeah, Barbara, good to see you.
Well, right off.
You know what? Two people should talk. The
right
two people that. Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Go ahead, Flat. Go ahead.
The two people that should talk is David Beverly and Justin Peters. Those two, that would be such an interesting conversation, man.
I think it would be a great conversation. Yeah. I agree totally. I'm still we're still trying to work out a time and date for David Beverly to come on here, Jesus Freak. It just sucks at the times and stuff because he's always working and everything. So we might have to do it like on a weekend and when it's late for me or something.
We've got to say because when me and Michael got him on Michael's channel, we had to do midnight, so it would have been your 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's just because of the time he works in that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, shout out to Jesus Freak, awesome guy.
Oh, brilliant guy.
Definitely, we're still trying to work out a time to get him on. I think that's gonna be quite cool.
Yeah,
like not viewers, sorry, members. Like, and basically what this was this dude, Charles Johnson, was sending out a magazine every quarter that he charged $25 for in the 90s.
Jesus.
Like, and he had 3,000. Think about it, 3,000 people.
God damn.
Yeah, I think at one point he was a monthly newsletter.
Our boy
So he was
a month.
He was doing it. He was rolling in dough. And if you read the interviews with the guy, either he was like the original grifter or he was
750,000,
insane.
$75,000 a month, 900,000 a year.
Wow! Worry about how much money the guy was making instead of actually talking about what flat Earth is.
Yeah.
He's trimmed up a little bit. He's trimmed up a little bit.
Find that really odd. But yeah, what does it matter how much money the guy was making?
No.
I know.
Well, the reason they don't want to talk to a real flat earther is, I mean, I could guarantee you that at least 95%, and that's a conservative estimate, of this audience right now would have tore that fucker apart right there when he mentioned this flat earth bullshit from 1958.
Mm-hmm.
Flat Earth Society or any of that other nonsense. It set him straight right off the bat on that.
Yep.
And he knows it.
But he does know it. We've personally told him this before.
Yep.
And that's why he's
and this
not
is why I call these,
trying to refute it.
And this is why I call these guys dishonest. Because they know and they still carry on. They just literally go on like no one's told them this before.
Yep.
I mean, he's living it up in the 90s for 900 grand.
So here's the thing, though, is like he says that and he gives you these numbers, and you're like, okay, well,
then his editor's back. Remember the editor for him? Look how lost he looks. Like, oh, what am I supposed to do here? Oh.
Where are all of the other, like, where's all of your property? Like, you have 3,000 people paying you $25 every quarter. That's several $100,000 a year, and you live in a small house with a trailer outside of it on a ranch in California.
Right.
Like, you don't have a bigger house, you don't have more stuff going on, you don't have a nicer car. Like,
Oh wow! Why would they need to have a nice car or something?
Yeah, some people are minimalist with money.
Look at Elon Musk, for instance, one of the richest men in the world, and he practically lives in his office.
Hmm.
Come on, what does that got to do with anything? You get a lot of rich people out there that just live normal. They drive a little VW Polo, just have a normal house.
Yep.
Rolling in the money, but they don't spend it. What does that got to do with anything? I hope they actually do talk about Flat Earth, though.
Yeah.
a little weird. I don't think he ever had that many people. And of course, all the records burned in a fire in 1995. He dies in 2000, and the Flat Earth Society ceases to exist. It's gone.
No, the Flat Earth Society still exists.
It's
So the
gone.
guy's talking bullshit.
It's gone.
The guy's talking bullshit. Flat Earth Society still exists.
I mean, I wish it didn't exist, but yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Does he think one guy was a Flat Earth Society?
When I first heard about Flat Earth, that's what I went to.
Yeah.
I went to it and I went, well, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Especially with that thing, right off the bat when they said that constant acceleration upward of the Earth, I was like, well, that's just dumber than hell.
Oh, where the Flat Earth Society said that they've got new believers all over the globe.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't like the taste in beer that they're drinking.
No, is that White Claw they're drinking? Is that a beer?
White Claw and Bushes? Like, come on.
Yeah. Isn't White Claw what Owen Benjamin used to drink?
That's what homos drink, man.
Is it?
White Claw. That's what women and homos drink, that, man.
Nice.
Because things have the acceleration upwards at 9 meters.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
9.1.
Don't even say that, because we don't condone that. We don't even ascribe to that. So why do you even bring it up?
You're not gonna get, because things have different densities, and if you subscribe to
what's that got to do with us, though?
What's
Like
to do
I
with
said,
this?
we don't ascribe
We
to that.
subscribe to that.
I know we don't do upward rising.
Oh my goodness.
So how do you think the 9 meters per second squared
Oh,
thing
Relative density disequilibrium.
How many times have you heard this? Coach? How many times have you heard this? You know about RDD. We've told you about RDD. Flats has explained it extensively to you.
Yeah, but things have different densities.
So?
It can't be that.
Things
What
have
does that
different amounts of impulse. Things have different amounts of force attributed to them.
Yeah.
What does that got to do with anything? Do you know how an unbalanced force works?
So if things have different densities, then you'd expect, if density was the reason that they fell or moved towards
No,
the ground.
density is not the reason they fall.
Wow.
Oh,
The displacement is the reason they fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows this?
He's just forgotten.
Just
How many times have we
keep
told
moving.
you?
I think
apparently you just don't listen to what we tell you.
forget, because I think the reason I forget is because I don't understand it.
Okay, anyway,
Understand
we're
it.
on the Flat Earth Society page, guys. Does it look like it's ended, like it's stopped?
Yeah.
2016, they were still having things coming out. He's seen 2000, it stopped when the guy died. 16 years later, still having articles coming out.
I bet he says in 2015 or 2014, that's when they came back out or something like that. I bet that's what he says.
That's quite weird.
Yeah. That's a good
Look
question.
at 2023 announcements, guys. August 27, 2023. That's last year. With 40,088 posts. Doesn't look very dead to me. Today. Yeah, today. 2 million. is it 2 million or 29? 2,934,031 posts.
What's it
Today, guys. Doesn't seem very dead to me.
Dustin Thomas, what's it destroyed who?
What?
So Aiden Matt is shown again wrong, guys, as usual.
Oh, I think he was directing that to Aiden.
Oh, Aiden, of course. Witzer and Aiden had a little thing, didn't they? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Witzer destroyed Aiden Mattis for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I agree. I forgot about that just until then.
But you see, the reason Aiden Mattis wouldn't really put us on his big show or talk to us is because we embarrassed him even more than Witzer did.
That's right, and he didn't have you on the main channel.
That's the funny thing, guys. If they actually watched the so-called chat he had with us, they wouldn't even be a worry about Witzer and him because Witzer wasn't even in the same ballpark compared to the conversation he had with us. It was literally, the guy was like, "You guys are just idiotic." He had nothing with Witzer. He at least tried to conversation. You know, with us, it's like nothing. It was sad.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Let's carry on. See what if he actually brings anything else up. But yeah, Aiden, we just showed you the Flat Earth Society is still well and alive. And no, we do not ascribe to Flat Earth Society.
I think I've lost count.
The International Flat Earth Society, he had all of the mailing lists. He and his wife are both dead. They don't get passed along to anybody because who the hell wants the Flat Earth Research Society member list?
I want that fucking 900 grand a year, but
I want it now.
You love flat earthers.
I
Right?
hate them.
You love them.
He hates us. Yeah. He even told me that my children should I should not reproduce, and I think my children should die, stuff like that. And he literally says he hates us, and he's supposed to be a Christian.
You guys
Yeah, he is, yeah.
stick to
Yeah.
No forgiveness in that man's heart.
Dustin Thompson.
No idea. For Jax, thank you very much for gifting a member. Really, really appreciate it. You rock, man. Really appreciate you. He said, so Jehovah's daughter Barbara got a membership. Awesome. Thank you very much. Dustin says you guys should stick to Bigfoot sightings. We don't even talk about Bigfoot. So what the hell is your problem? Trolling us.
Unless he's on about the people on the
Unless he's talking about Aiden, because Aiden also talks about Bigfoot, by the way.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Bigfoot. Well, let me just tell you, these dogs of mine are specially trained to ward off Bigfoot and other cryptozoological manifestations. And I can honestly say that since I've had these dogs, I've not seen a single Bigfoot, chupacabra, black-eyed kid, nothing.
Wookiees.
It works.
Wookiees?
Black-eyed kids. You never heard about these black-eyed children?
No, I'm not about Wookiees. I'm saying, does the dogs catch Wookiees?
Oh, yeah. Listen, they're the best. I'll hear the dog go barking like crazy. And by the time I get to the door to see what it is, it's gone.
Wow.
It's already gone.
Nice.
So just testament.
Well, I tried to watch a podcast that Aiden had about Bigfoots, and I couldn't watch it anymore because all they got into was evolution.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah, they spoke about
That's
whole
the
2
reason that
hours.
there are Bigfoot, because of evolution.
The whole
A
2
load of
hours they were
garbage.
talking about was evolution, not actual Bigfoot. They did touch a bit on Bigfoot, but most of it was evolution.
Wow.
It's
No
like-
moron.
Yeah, and they talk about the evolution like it's a fact. You know, it's definitely real. I mean, they had this so-called expert on about the Bigfoot, and his whole thing was, "Oh, you see, his spine evolved from this primate," and really idiotic stuff.
Yep.
I need to be clear that when I say I hate them, I don't mean like, haha, I think they're stupid. I don't like their belief. I don't like them as people.
Yeah, he's literally a Nazi kind of guy against flat earthers, guys. He's one of those guys that think we should just kill all flat earthers because he doesn't like us. That's the kind of guy he is. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, Aiden, because we did put a hatred in his heart for Flat Earth because we embarrassed him so bad.
Maybe that's why he wears his cross on the outside, because when it's next to his skin, it burns it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, guys, but I'm going to call Aiden out as not a true Christian.
No, definitely not.
No.
If that's the case, that we turned him into flat Earth haters because of embarrassing him, then he needs that, because that shows that he's put his ego over everything else.
Humility. Okay? Humility. Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't have any humility whatsoever.
No.
He has no humility. But yeah, guys, he isn't really a true Christian, unfortunately. And I do pray for him because he does need help.
I think he's religious. I don't think he's a Christian, though. I think he's religious, maybe.
Whatever that means.
He believes in his.
Okay. The fact that he's a Mason.
Yeah, that
says it all there too.
That's religion, yeah.
Right.
Cultish, yeah. That's what I mean. That kind of thing. I mean, along that line.
I mean, the guy still thinks that that scriptura is some kind of authority on the Bible. I'm sorry, but if you got someone that is a Catholic priest in the medieval times, is just a commentator, he's definitely not authority to tell me what's going on in the Bible.
Nope, I can read it for myself.
Yeah. I think the authority in the Bible would be the apostles. I'll take them as authority in the Bible. But I'm definitely not going to take someone who was just a Jesuit Catholic priest to tell me what the hell's going on.
No, exactly.
And no, I'm not saying scriptura is a bad thing. Yeah, it's a good thing to read, and I think people should follow a lot of things it says, but it's definitely not authority. It doesn't tell you what the Bible, authority in the Bible is. What, Soggy, good to see you, man. Thank you for coming. Okay, let's carry on.
I just want to be abundantly clear. It's not that I disagree with them. It's that they don't go to heaven.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like...
See? Literally bigotry. What did John 3:16 say, guys?
For God so John 3:16, for God so loved the world to give his own
Cyclist.
whoever should believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life.
Exactly. So, in other words, according to the Bible, does it say you shall not get to heaven if you believe in a flat earth?
Well.
Yeah. Not a very Christian thing to say, is it?
No.
You had, I'm assuming it was on a podcast or on
I did get into a bunch of Twitter fights with them. Yeah. Well, that was part of the problem because you had a lot of Twitter fights beforehand, and so you came into that loaded.
God, you guys are going to get along.
I may.
Oh, Edward. Why is he not talking about when he spoke to us?
I know.
I've realized that. Have you realized he doesn't tell anybody that he's spoken to us? He only talks about the Witsit chat.
Because you're the insignificant one. We only a few thousand subscribers at the time, and he wouldn't even let you go on his big channel. And you caned him. You and Dave both caned him. You know what I mean? Caned him. Ha! Nice, Dave. You just realised what I said.
but do you understand what I'm saying? The guy's he's so embarrassed about how it went with us that he won't even tell people he had a conversation. He'll literally just only talk about the Witsit conversation. And even they embarrassed himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I may have said that I think the world would be better off if all of them stopped breathing.
My favorite part though is that if we're at the fucking ranch, if we're at the ranch, like we're debating flat earthers on Twitter using Starlink.
I love that. Satellite. I love this.
Do it my favorite video.
Well, I try to use Starlink to find a map, a place, when we went for the for the racing the few weekends ago, and it didn't work. I'm in the bush, and I had no reception. Where was Starlink then? Oh boy. You know, it's very ironic. These people that are claiming, "Oh, Starlink," are the same people that live in urban areas that always have reception.
Yeah.
Try let them go somewhere where there's nothing and see if they're going to get the reception.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get it, man. It's just part of the damage control. They put that shit out there as part of this damage control. Oh, look at all the Starlink, and we're sending up all these Boeing Starliners and Elon and all this shit. We've seen more crap being shot up and curving over and going back down now in the last 7 months than we've seen in the last 7 years.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I mean, yeah, you get like satellite phones and stuff, but even satellite phones struggle with reception sometimes. That's why it's very limited to be able to use it. But these people always pushing, oh, your internet and everything's working on satellites. No, it's not, you idiot. Underground cables, relay stations. Do you even know anything?
Yeah. I gotta go, guys. God bless. Take care.
Shot Jeff.
Have a good rest of your day.
Blessings,
right.
You too, man.
God bless.
Just.
I like that avatar.
Bro.
Vicky and Luke.
What? Miss Vicky just said, Luca, me warning you because you do normally spam. You have been good lately.
Yeah, you are.
And after that, I've been timed out.
You are for 10 minutes, dude. Chill out. It was me who timed you out because you're spamming the chat with your nonsense. You're not fine, are you? You've got 10 minutes.
Anyway, let's look at the guys with the tattoos.
Yeah, but I like the avatar.
Vicky said I've been good lately.
Yeah, lately. That's why she was warning you, don't spam the chat. She's a different moderator from me.
Don't you find it odd sometimes when you look at the people's tattoos, how occultic the tattoos are?
Yeah, absolutely.
I see he's got Goku on his arm. That's quite a cool tattoo in the shadow.
Ooh, no.
But the rest, oh, well, what the hell is that? It's quite freaky.
It was the one where like we're disproving it, and they do the light test, and they're like, if it's here, they'll see it. It's like, wait, we can't see it. Hold it up.
Let's talk about Jaren, and even Jaren explained how they misrepresented what he was going on there. Shame.
There you go, Luke. You timed out for 1 minute.
Fire. Like this, it's like
don't worry about Luca, man. Just go on.
No,
every time we talk about Luca, it's like distracting from everything else.
I was just about to say, Sogs Marie, that I love his avatar.
He's here.
Okay.
See it now and like,
yeah. Well,
what?
That's not how it was.
One of my favorite parts was that maybe 10 minutes into the debate, we were like, all right, so, what I would ask then is, if the Earth is flat, then you should never be able to see the midnight sun in Antarctica, right? There should never be a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. And he's like, exactly. And as we've seen, there's never been a video showing one. They had a couple of them, but then they admitted they were fake. And we pull one up, and it's not the one that he said was fake. It's one that he admitted. He was like, yeah, that one's real, but you can't.
That's a lie. He never once admitted they're real. What the hell is up with this guy lying live or on a podcast there?
Yeah, he's full of shit.
He never once said, yeah, that one's real.
He needs his ass kicked.
I agree, Dave.
He does need his ass kicked. He needs his ass kicked. I like it.
Can't see the sun for most of it.
Because it goes behind clouds.
It goes behind clouds. Aiden proceeds to perfectly track in real time where the sunspot is behind the clouds, and the mouse comes out of the clouds on top of the sun perfectly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then Austin goes, well, yeah, but I mean, like, you can't see it behind the cloud. You don't know for sure. And we're like, you can see the sunspot, man. Like, it's there.
Literally, I'm using the mouse to circle it as it goes around.
And he's talking bullshit as he's going now. That's exactly
So-
what's going on.
If you can see the sun go behind the clouds and then count and then estimate how long it's going to take before it comes out of those clouds, goes out from behind the clouds so it's visible again as it moves across the sky, that would pretty much tell you that it's the real sun because it was timed perfectly, you know?
No.
What?
So what Austin is what I think what he said Austin said is that when the sun goes behind the clouds, something changes. And then when it comes out from behind the clouds again, it's not the actual sun. Is that what was said?
No, I don't think so.
This is what I was
Ah,
talking
On
about.
the video, I
Under
think
my-
you're talking in general. Right, okay.
Time if that cuts it for you guys, that's cool. It
Yeah,
wasn't for me.
well, if the sun had set, would it not have gotten dark?
No, that's what I'm saying. We don't have a problem with the 24-hour daylight. It would be seeing the actual sun for 24 hours.
Yeah.
These have been
So did he say, yes, I agree with you, Aiden? Doesn't sound like it.
No. Not at all.
doctored and faked. There are 24-hour cameras for a government institution that never shows the 24-hour sun. We've called them and they say they don't have the bandwidth. Like, okay, well then send them the next day and put them together. They don't. There are 10, 15 cameras that should catch this every day, all day. And then the one popular one that got around was proven to be fake, only admitted fake once we caught it. Now we got this where the sun rays don't even change the whole time.
So,
and then it goes behind the clouds and there's a hot spot there. So if I really wanted to believe the globe was true, I could look at this and be like, that's good enough. But for someone that's actually went and seen mountains from 300 miles away, right, I need legitimate evidence, not I think the sun's probably behind the clouds when it could just be fake.
I would argue it's not really a think here. It's a sun's definitely behind the clouds. You can trace the hotspot all the way. That would be
So Aiden Mathis was just shown to be lying, guys, because didn't he just say Whitsett agreed with him and said, yeah, this one is real?
Mm-hmm.
I think he thought he agreed with him because
There was no agreeing there at all.
Because daylight is obviously from the sun.
This dude
And
is
sunlight is obviously
Daylight and
from the sun.
sunlight's different things completely.
Holy
Now-
shit.
Yes.
Luca, you constantly trying to polish a turd, man.
Yeah, I know. It's completely different things.
Daylight
You've
and
explained this
sunlight
before,
are
and you
the
going,
same.
you saying no doesn't make it any different. That doesn't make it true.
We all heard the claim Aiden made that Whitsett agreed with him that video is real, the only real one. We just heard Whitsett on that debate saying, no, it's not real.
Yeah.
So that means Aiden lied.
Yes.
Daylight, sunlight, different things.
Get it? Aiden Mattis lied.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else is new?
Struggling with debt.
Oh, yeah, these adverts.
And that.
And it's like, look at that. And it comes out perfectly timed. And he's like, and it wasn't even like it was the second try or anything.
Yeah.
It was the first try.
Yeah, and then the whole the water thing.
Yeah.
That was entertaining.
Wait, what was the water thing?
So,
God, dude, and this is again. When you have to this level, it's not conspiracy theory. It's
Yeah,
fucking.
what about the water thing? Come, tell us what the water thing. Should we go get those timestamps as well and show how you're lying there too? Whatever water thing you're talking about.
Retards. It's when retards are given an inch, and
Yeah, I agree. You guys are retarded.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Nothing like projection, is there? Nothing like projection.
I'm going to say it straight out. Everybody on that podcast are retards.
Yeah. Listening to
Meatheads.
Aiden and slagging us off just because we're flat earthers.
But you know how I can tell they're retards? Because they're just agreeing with everything that idiot retard and Mr. Aiden Mattis says. So therefore, yes, they are retards because they just agree. Instead of saying, maybe the guy's not talking sense. Maybe let's go and find out what he's really saying true.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that makes you retarded.
Try not confirming your own bias all the time.
Yeah. Because this is the whole reason the guys like this won't actually talk to real flat earthers.
I don't.
Because they'd embarrass themselves. So this is a call out to what's these guys unsubscribe clips or whatever their channel is. You want to talk to a proper flat earther? We're right here. All of us on the panel, more than happy to talk with you. Contact us. Then we can see who's the retarded one.
So is like Darren a proper flat earther?
Yeah, what's wrong with Jaron?
Well, Darren, Darren is my favorite flat earther. I think.
Great. So why are you asking me is he a proper flat earther then?
Well, he on his latest stream he whacked Eric Dubé.
So
wrecked him on what?
Like whacked. He destroyed him and stuff.
So
on what?
Eric Dubé destroys himself too, if you didn't realize that.
On what? What was the topic?
Well, he didn't debate with Eric Dubé. He just went over some of his points.
Well, no doubt. That's not wrecking him then, is it? Wow.
There's a lot of things I don't agree with Jaron on things.
Yeah.
Okay. But it doesn't make him not an actual flat earther. Just to say that to you guys.
A beef between two personalities is nothing either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know what you're talking about. He's wrecked him. What did he do that wrecked him?
No. He whacked him.
No, whacked.
Whacked. Whacked.
No, whacked.
Whacked.
WRECKED.
Whacked.
Wrecked.
WRECKED.
Say wascally wabbit.
Wascally wabbit.
There you go.
Say
whatever. Yeah, whatever. You can keep going.
Okay.
Thanks.
That book, and they will, no matter what you can show them proof, they are going to still deny it, no matter what. They're like,
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah. Really? Have you shown us gas pressure out containment yet? Have you shown us physical curve yet? Have you shown us the Coriolis effect that you guys claim yet? Have you guys shown us anything your globe dictates yet? They don't show anything. They just claim based on faith. Just trust me, bro. Yet the flat earthers go and do demonstrations and observations that show against what they claim, and always, it's extra super looming refraction, or no, the Earth's too big, or no, you don't understand, you're just an idiot, or you didn't finish school. That's what we get. Insults. That's all we ever get from these guys. Should we contact these guys and then say, you guys want to have a team debate or something?
That'd be cool.
Up for that, guys?
That would be cool.
Hey, Dave and PJ and stuff?
Absolutely.
Against these guys. There's
Matthew
panel, whatever. Their panel goes us. I think we're going to have an interesting Matt's going to do a panel, man.
Matt's echoing.
Matt's echoing. Thank you, Matthew.
Echoing. I was just getting a little excited. I thought we were going to have a tag team match.
That's to say. We're going to have. We should contact them and say, "Hey, you guys want to have a retarded discussion? We see who's the real retards."
I'd like to see
we will totally whack you, man.
Yeah, we will.
So everybody in the YouTube lands, please. I did leave the video in the description below. Go and comment.
Let me get over here.
This is a challenge. You want to? I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
I'm going to say it again because I lost connection somehow.
Let's try this again. Okay. I left the description, the video in the description. Please do us a favor. Go and comment on their video and tell them, hey, Flatzoid and co all want to have a discussion with you. Will you guys call us retarded? So let's see who's really retarded. How about a you guys panel versus us panel debate on the flat earth? How's that, guys? I think that can work. Okay, that killed the mood. Let's move on.
That's all that matters.
It's your opinion, man.
I was gonna say, do you want to explain the curve thing and then where it went for the over the ocean stuff? I can't remember. It started.
You can't remember. He said refraction. You said refraction. He said, well, shadows, silhouettes don't refract. Remember? He was talking about Lake Canigou. Is this guy has he got short-term memory loss problems? I thought he was so confident that he could remember the sun, and he took his mouse across the sun and said, "Oh look, it comes out the clouds on the other side, so therefore the sun's real." But doesn't remember the refraction Canigou Island argument. Wow. Okay.
Started with him trying to claim essentially that it was all due to the refraction.
No, that was you guys. You guys claimed the refraction. So even your editor here doesn't even know his own argument. Look how confused he looks. Oh wow.
Talking about.
Oh, wait, so
this was right before he.
This man
exploded,
really believes that the Earth is flat.
Oh, 100%. Oh, well, no. Here's the best part of it. All right, right. Here's my favorite part. After we finished the debate, I found out. Do you guys know Audit, the channel that goes and like looks at police interactions and rates how they went?
Yeah, it was Cody. Are you aware? Cody, have you ever heard of a police breakdown?
He has a video breaking down how an arrest went. And the guy I was debating was the one being arrested.
Oh, God.
Oh, I know the video.
Why they got so much adverts?
They got so many adverts.
These guys have a lot of adverts for a 10-minute video.
They're getting paid.
It's literally every minute and a half is an advert.
Yeah, they're getting paid top one. I mean, what's the view in this? Views on this so far?
On this video, it's quite a lot, I think. 24K 4 days ago.
4 days ago, yeah, they're making money, bro. I haven't got 24,000. All my videos combined.
You'll get there one day.
Yeah, I think I've got 10,000 views over now. I don't know.
What'd you say, Dave?
Oh, wait a second. Is this? Yeah, I left a comment on their shit.
Nice.
So why don't you come on over here and talk to us retards one day?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I said Aiden of the Soy Lodge has spoken to me and others before and fails to acknowledge it. How would you like to actually talk to a flat earther, quote unquote, retard? I would love to discuss this with you and show you just how wrong you are. Are you up to having a discussion with me? Perhaps a team debate?
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That good one.
I left off the fuck you.
I was waiting for that part.
It's
You're
implied.
fucking talking
By the
about
National Park Service?
Yeah, they're in front of a gas station, right?
No.
Wait.
This
Oh,
one
is
they're
this
in front
a
of Mount
different one?
Rushmore.
Okay.
Wait, what?
No, in this one, he gets arrested by the National Park Service in front of Mount Rushmore because he was demonstrating in an area where you needed a permit. Now, right behind that area was an area where you didn't need a permit, and he refused to move. Like, would you like to apply for a permit right now? We could probably get it for you today. And he's like, no. And then he's like, do I need to explain the law to you? And then they proceed to be like, not really, sir. And he's like, well, show me the ordinance. So they show him the ordinance. And they're like, well, show me the citation. So they show him the citation. It's like, show me the law.
So he's a fucking sovereign citizen too. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. This makes perfect sense now.
And I'm just watching this, and I'm like,
Why do people insist on using that stupid term, which is an oxymoron? It's like dehydrated water, okay? You cannot be sovereign and be a citizen. You are either one or the other. You are either a slave or you are not. That is all. Okay? You can't be a... There he goes again.
That ain't me.
Echo.
That ain't me.
It's echoing through you, Matt.
Mic check, mic check. All right, so sovereign citizens do exist. They're called police.
Here's a quick riddle for you. How do you turn a pussy into a dick?
Give him a badge.
Yeah, give him a badge.
What's up, Roger? You see, man.
It's not for children.
But yeah, Austin was young and still doing his street activism stuff.
Sorry, gentlemen, I was on mute.
Here, let's talk about embarrassing moments, Aiden. Remember that time when you came on Flatzoid Perspective and we made you look like a little stupid child? Remember that? That was funny. Remember that when that happened?
When you threatened to rage quit just because you got called what was it? I said, oh, she's a feisty fella. That's it. Jokingly, she's a feisty fella. That was it. I can leave, you know.
She's a lady.
Oh, you had a few blowouts that day, didn't you? Whatever we said.
Oh man.
Like, it must have been a COVID thing because everybody's wearing masks. It looks like it was 2020, 2021. He was wearing a lab coat. My guess.
It was before then. Really. He's really clutching at straws.
Is that he was up there giving some lecture on, how the vaccine's got a microchip or something like that, and
and they made the Earth flat.
Yeah, and he gets arrested by the National Park Service.
That's our new shirt, dude. COVID made the Earth flat.
Anthony Fauci personally took a roller and flattened it out.
Fauci made
That's
the
an
Earth
easy
flat.
graphic.
We're gonna get like
a great political cartoon.
You realize what just happened there? Whitson embarrassed the living shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, but by the way, the guy that reviewed his channel afterwards, then started talking about how he got arrested and stuff, and now talking, oh, COVID means the Earth's flat." It's like, what?
Well, when all the lockdowns happened, that's when nobody had anything better to do but fuck around on the internet.
No, that's true.
And it was kind of ironic that they said we need to flatten the curve, and so many people started researching flat Earth and flattened the fucking curve for real.
Dave, you'd whack them by yourself.
What's that?
You would whack them by yourself.
Oh, I'd love to whack them. I could whack them. I would
Look
whack
at you
them
killing me, man.
I would whack them willy good.
That's despicable, guys. Despicable.
Like just Fauci with a rolling pin over the planet and no further context.
Yeah, what the fuck do they
Trust
call
the science.
what do they call the ceiling over the flat Earth?
The firmament.
The firmament.
Which
It's
is
gonna be.
Oh my word! And they want to say we retarded.
Didn't know the word for the firmament. Wow.
He wants to say we retarded. The guy doesn't even know what the word firmament is.
That looks like an AA meeting that went astray. That's what's going on there.
Oh, they're not even drinking proper beer. So what do you expect?
Who's the homo drinking the White Claws over here? That's just Zima repackaged.
White Claw. I've never heard of it though. Is it any good?
It's for women and effeminate types.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. It reminds you of Leo when he got drunk on Budweiser.
He did 1 bottle in 4 hours, and he was steamboats, man. Steamboats, raindrop rivers, and canals. I'm telling you.
I mean, that debate, he had like 1 Budweiser that didn't even finish, and he was like,
all over the
bonked out.
It was funny.
The fuck is that? Our new shirt is going to be the flat earther map. We're in a big snow globe. The Earth is flat and we're in a snow globe, basically. And the glass of the snow globe is the firmament.
How do they describe other planets?
Are we on the back of the fucking turtle?
They're just
they're holograms.
They're lights.
They're night lights for kids.
They don't.
They just showed us all 6 of these people on this table together, okay, don't even know 1% of the flat Earth.
No. What do they
And
think?
that's embarrassing. 6 grown-ass adults that don't know anything about the subject they're talking about.
I love Sag's little avatar down there.
Oh, whacking rabbits.
Whacking rabbits.
Funny.
Oh man.
Wow.
I always think of, you ever saw in the life of
No.
Brian? You ever saw in the
Oh,
life
yeah.
of Brian, that guy? He says, throw him to the wall, waffly, Centurion.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
You're
I
all
like that.
individuals.
So we're gonna have
Why
the flat
did I
Earth.
ask?
They don't have an answer. We asked. It was the first thing I think I asked him.
Oh, I
Was,
see, guys. It's unscribed script, not unsubscribed clips. It's unscribed clips.
what are the sun and moon and where are they? And he said it didn't matter. And then I asked him, what are the other planets? And he said, well, and I said, when you look up into the sky and you see, other bodies moving around in space that rotate around the sun, what are those? He said, they're planets, or what we call wandering stars. And I was like, okay, and what are they? And he was like, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
And what's wrong with that answer?
Well, what are they then? You assume that by looking through an optic that it's a ball of terra firma for some reason? What?
Yeah,
the
I mean, they're the ones making the claim on what it is. So shouldn't they the ones have the burden to show what it is?
Absolutely.
And last time I checked, aren't they the ones who say, oh, flat earthers can never admit they don't know anything? You just threw that down the dustbin, didn't you?
Can I just say something to Uncommon Sense? Uncommon Sense, nice one the other day in Nathan's for sticking up against for me against Bible U and TB. When they just I went in there just to say hello to Nathan. He promoted my channel, so I went in there just to show gratitude and that. And I got pounced on by Bible U, Paul, and that, and he stuck up for me straight away, saying, "Look, just leave him alone. You come in here to say." What do you know what I mean? Say hello, and you just diving in for something that happened 7 months ago, and I've never spoke to her since. I said hello, Paula. Hey, Paula. That was it. Oh, you come here to make sure people knows I'm alive.
The sad thing is, PJ, we always push the channel. We're nice and kind. One day, all of a sudden, we're all just the baddest people on earth because we talk about the Mandela effect.
Yeah, that's awful sus.
Yeah, but nice one, Uncommon Sense. Bless you, man.
By the way, this is within the first 5 minutes.
Is the round Earth in the room with us right now? Like,
You do know the flat Earth is round. The sphere is not round. You guys should maybe learn when you talk about a circle, it's round. So when you say round Earth, yeah, it's flat. Welcome to flat Earth, guys. But they're just too retarded to understand when you say round Earth, it means circle.
All right.
This
is a classic. Those aren't real planets. That's not real communism.
I asked
Quit
him how
asking
solar
questions.
eclipses worked. He said it didn't matter.
Well, he did. It's also false. The thing is, Witzer did try and at least give him answers on what he thinks it to be, where we, on the other hand, says we don't make a claim on what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We would just call you out straight like we did when you came on, reversing the burden onto us.
And worst part is, what in the world does that have to do with the condition of where you're standing?
Exactly. That's exactly what has an eclipse got to do with the Earth you're standing on? What will that prove? What the sun and moon are when you're trying to say if the Earth is flat or a globe?
Right. That's like, I've had people, they try to answer that question. The first thing, what would make you think that you lived on a globe?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, sunsets. And I'm like, okay, let's think about this from a logical standpoint. You're, maybe 25 years old, 25 years you've been watching the sun rise and the sunset. And then all of a sudden one day you say, hey, based on looking at that, that must mean that I'm on a spinning ball. Really? Is that honestly what happened? No. What happened was, Mommy, where does the sun go at night? And they said, well, it goes around the Earth because it's a globe. That's why you think a sunset proves a globe. That's all.
Yeah.
That's how it really went down. You didn't come to this conclusion on your own. You were told that shit, and these other things were used as excuses to back it up.
Mm-hmm. It's exactly that.
Let it slip after you exploded why he is a flat earther. And it's not actually even what we think it is to an extent. It's in the live somewhere, but essentially he says something along the lines of like, I'm tired of these like schools teaching my Christian children like all of this like atheist science BS.
Yeah.
And it's like essentially
you're supposed to agree with that since you're Christian.
Yeah. They're alcoholics.
You're supposed to agree with that if you're Christian. Why would you be happy that the governments are teaching your children atheistic pseudoscience? Why are you supposed to be happy about that? I don't get it.
essentially he went on this like very small rant kind of like underneath like in the background of like the whole debate that was happening, where it was like the whole reason that he was believing in flat earth was because he began to mistrust science because it was atheists, and you know, now with how divided politics.
That's just a false. What's it doesn't just believe in the flat just because he doesn't trust atheists. That's bullshit.
I want to see him prove what they claim stars are.
If they're going to lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't have any proof of what they claim.
Probably goes
80% of the shit they talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
Down to the shape of the earth.
Which is like, yes, question everything. No, don't deny everything.
Yeah.
Because
there's some stuff you're just like, I don't think you flew here, right?
Yep.
You fly him to a fly him to the debate. And tell him,
that's what I'm like.
You're 3 hours in. Look out the window.
Oh my word. He thinks you see curve from an airplane window, guys.
Oh yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. I used to say that to people as well, but it's not true. It wasn't true.
I've never, ever, even when I was still a Glober, ever looked outside and thought, "Oh, look at that beautiful curve."
No, I never thought. I never thought that. I just said it to people when I thought it was good. Yeah, you can see the curvature from a plane. Never been in a plane. I mean, I never seen no curvature in a plane. I just used to repeat what was said to me. You know what I mean? When we were indoctrinated. And if you do get any sense of curvature in a plane, it's because the windows are slightly curved at the edges. You might get curvature at the edges of the windows where it might curve down a little bit because they taper in or whatever, you know? But yeah, I've never seen no curvature from a plane.
Mic check. Sound okay?
Much.
Yeah, perfect.
The allegory of Plato's cave, man, the older I get, the more time goes on. And I look around, that allegory just becomes more and more accurate.
It's good. It's a good allegory. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are the proverbials. They're slaves chained to a wall looking at shadows. And they think they're so educated about the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it.
I mean, we can clearly see these guys have never really delved into what the flat earth is, though. So they're just taking all the idiotic nonsense they've heard from other people, maybe. So they don't actually know what's going on. But yet they have the audacity to say all flat earthers are stupid and retarded and things. Would that just maybe just be an insecurity thing that they're trying to push on to everybody? I think so.
I like to think it's a spiritual problem, Flats.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If you deny your lying eye, like, that's what you have to do to be a baller. You have to tell yourself that your eyes are lying to you. Your senses are deceiving you. The way you experience the world is not the way it actually is. Up is down, left is right, hot is cold. If that's not a spiritual problem, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Once.
There is somebody actively right now running something they're calling the Final Experiment, which I personally believe is an unfortunate name that they should not have gone
horrifically.
with.
I was about to make that joke, dude.
Hasn't one died going like he took a balloon or a rocket?
Really?
Wow.
Mike Hughes didn't try and find the curve. It was a publicity to try and push flat Earth. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see the curve at that out. He knew it literally was just a publicity stunt so he could push flat Earth.
And when did this happen? 7 years ago? 2017?
Yeah. It's crazy.
If not before.
Sounds about right, probably.
I think one flat earther like rode a rocket or did something where he went up to disprove that there was a curvature on the plane of Earth, and he died.
Yeah, no. The guy was just doing a publicity stunt, said research flat Earth on the side of his rocket. It was just a stunt. He wasn't trying to show the Earth being flat, and he got killed doing that stunt.
Yeah, and they're laughing about it. He built a steam-powered rocket.
Yeah.
And they're laughing about it. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Just, see how people, Chinese whispers, they can't, I mean, the evidence is right, the proof is right there. All they need to do is type it up and get a video up and you'll see why and what happened. And they can't even be bothered to do that. They'll just rather make up their own little stories about it. Their own little, add little nuances onto it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Chinese guy in the chair full of fucking fireworks.
No, wait, didn't he build his own rocket, but then like his parachute failed or something?
Yep. Like a dude was like, look, curvature, and then the parachute.
This is so disrespectful.
Look, curvature. Oh no.
You know what, guys? You know what I find ironic? This is so disrespectful, making fun of the guy that just tried to do publicity to push what he thought passion and died. They're making fun of it. But the same people probably have an issue where we say, well, let's look at the issue with the astronauts that didn't really die because here they are alive. Oh, you guys are just sick people saying the people that died didn't really die.
Yeah, and they're doing the opposite. They make out people actually died, you know. But we're the sick ones. It's how inverted it is, man. Backwards.
It is.
Yeah, exactly, Spud. How can you call it the final experiment when they haven't even got an experiment in the first place?
Yeah, there's no experiment, and we've said this so many times. Whatever's going to happen there doesn't disprove a flat Earth.
No.
It can only disprove a globe. That's it.
Yeah.
Why are they ignoring all the other hundreds of evidences for a flat Earth, by the way? It's like, let's go to a court case and someone gets arrested for 10 counts of murder, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And there's 100 evidences about it. There's eyewitnesses, the gun, he's got blood on his hands, you know, the forensics, everything. But then they have one book that was found as evidence to say, no, he was framed because this person had a vendetta against him or whatever.
Right.
Are they going to ignore all the evidence that shows against him just because there's one evidence that shows for him?
No, exactly. It wouldn't.
Like, fuck, I'm a retard and hit Earth and died. God, I hate
Didn't go to heaven.
No, it's, yeah.
Didn't go to heaven, and it's supposed to be funny.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I take big offense to that.
Definitely. God doesn't find it funny if you don't go to heaven. You know,
I
so-
take big offense to that. As a Christian, I take big offense to what that guy just said.
I think Aidan doesn't know what to say to that, does he? He's hand in his, he's kind of smiling with his hand in his, oh, what do I say to that one? I sound like a Christian.
Yep.
The whole thing is just...
Oh, I hate this as a whole
he didn't
thing.
say anything.
And that was the video, guys.
So he didn't say anything. Wow. Well,
Crazy.
flat Earth debunked again.
So how do you debunk flat Earth? Oh, just call them retards and make fun of them.
You have a conversation, a little confab around the table. That's how you debunk flat Earth. Yeah, just slag them off, insult them,
Wow.
Well done. Well done.
So yeah, hopefully they'll take it up and actually want to discuss with us.
Right. That'd be cool. That would be cool if you'd say to come over for a conversation. I mean, because I don't think they will, obviously, but it'd be nice if they did.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I mean, because what they're doing, they're just confirming their bias, and they don't know much about their bias anyway, by the looks of it. You know, it's just something they're taking someone's word for. You know, you talk to people that will give you a fair talk, both sides as well. You know what I mean, rather than just confirming everything, confirming your bias.
Riley says, "Who watches that shite?" You'll be surprised. They got quite a big channel. I mean, the only reason I found that is through another big channel that has like 500,000 subscribers about, which reviewed that video.
Wow.
Yeah, and you think this is bad, you should watch the review of it. Yeah. It's insane, guys. This is the level of rebuttal the flat earth gets.
It's not a very good rebuttal either.
Nope. It's useless.
Useless
Spud
as
says,
shit on a boar hog.
yeah. Spud says he's going to give his work a Black Swan presentation tomorrow lunchtime. Nice. Let us know how it goes, man. Really looking forward to see that information.
That
Black
sounds
Swan
cool.
matter.
That sounds cool. I wonder how that's set up. Is a random thing, or that's pretty cool, Spud.
Well, he says it's printed off and everything, so it's obviously planned. What else happened there?
Sorry, my little
it's just a child.
girl singing in the background.
Roger Little, thank you for your $2 super chat, man. I appreciate all the support. It says, sorry, love to be work, MB. Yeah, work is unfortunately important.
I like how Sogs Marie makes up for the lack of talking because he's got no mic by putting up avatar pictures. I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah, Soggy can't talk, but has awesome memes and stuff put up. You rock, Sog.
He communicates through avatar memes. I like it.
I saw the one they were talking about the Trump thing with the shooting, and I was laughing because the one joke the guys made, they're like, well, you see, they should have actually had Biden up there because if he got shot, he would have just turned and went through the one ear, missed everything, and went out the other ear. Roger Lidwell for another $2 super chat. Missed there, lol. Thank you very much. You rock. Really appreciate all the support, man. Really appreciate you, Roger, all the support you give. Same.
How dare you, Keith? I'm not gonna stand for you talking about my president that way.
Politics. Oh man. But I see some of you had a good show this morning again.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, man. It wasn't bad. We were going over the whole Trump assassination attempt thing and all the inconsistencies with it. We're pretty much. I had a poll that said, "What saved Trump's life? Was it Coriolis, or was it God, or was it magic foil from NASA?" And magic foil.
I clicked Coriolis.
Yeah,
I clicked Coriolis.
Well, unfortunately, magic foil from NASA won. That was
a lot.
I would have put another choice in. Magneto stopped it. Magneto from the X-Men. He stopped it.
Yeah, it just don't look right. It just don't look right, and especially the way these people are acting in the background. You know, like, especially that Vincent Fusco guy.
Yeah.
That guy just sits there and just watching it. It's almost like you expect him to reach into a box of popcorn and eat some, you know, like.
Yeah, but also that other woman that was a phone. I mean, before she's even ducking, she's already taking video. Like, ooh, check this.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised with all the amounts of phones out there taking the video. We didn't see more footage, like on social media from those people.
Yeah. And also, what's the odds that a high-speed camera just happens to catch a bullet whizzing by Trump? Right? Give me a break, man. We've seen
But
them in war zones shooting machine guns, and you don't see bullets in midair.
But I mean, even the photographer that took those photos of Trump, with his iconic fist in the air, and when he was like kneeled down with him on them, he was like getting into that position before it happened. It's like he knew. It's really odd.
And how'd that kid know that that building wasn't going to be secured?
Yeah, but don't you think it's odd? Climbs up a ladder. A police officer sees him. The police officer climbs down. The sniper rifle team is looking at him. Lets him take the shot, and then they shoot him.
Yeah. Well, they said they were waiting for permission to engage.
There's no waiting for permission if you see a guy with an assault rifle on a roof.
That's what I'm thinking, bro. I'm like, no, come on, y'all.
That's a big gap in their story, man. Because I heard last night they said that he fired 8 shots, and it's like, well, how does someone point a rifle at the former president of the United States and is not killed immediately? You know what I mean? And then am I supposed to believe that they took 1 shot and there's only 1 bullet hole in this guy? He's minus 1 head. That's it.
Well, I want to show you something that Candace Owens said on this whole thing. Let me quickly get it up. Even Candace Owens called bullshit on this whole thing.
That's how it used to go, man.
Yep.
This is up. And whoever got who is responsible for that awesome photograph of him putting his fist in the air with the American
That's
flag?
what I'm saying. That guy, he got into position before it even happened. They showed a video of that guy getting into position to take that photo.
Nuts.
Later, Sogs, man.
That's crazy, dude.
Okay. Let me quickly share the show. Cheers, man. It's Sov leave.
Not Sov, Sogs. Soggy.
Oh, Soggy.
I call him Sogs now.
Well, anyway, guys, watch this.
Like the victim that got shot and killed. His name or anything like that. Heard his name like that. Let's don't forget about him.
Well, yeah, it's all over the place.
Here's what Candace Owens has to say about it.
I've got to be kidding me. Let me say something right now. Take this to the bank, okay? That person was allowed to scale that roof, okay? I am not some individual who's trying to assess situation and have never been around the president of the United States. While Trump was in office, okay, I was around him a lot. And let me tell you something. The Secret Service, there is no person that can get around the perimeter of the Secret Service where Donald Trump is without them being aware of it. I am not going to say that my husband once almost got shot by the Secret Service because he came down a staircase. I was speaking at the NRA, and he snaked in and came down, and they didn't know who he was. And they were like, freeze. Like, we will shoot you right now. So you're telling me that guy walked up and was trying to get the attention, and the Secret Service saw him, and he's pointing, and he's saying, this guy's got a gun, and they're pretending they don't know what's going on? I mean, am I crazy? Do you guys actually believe this was a failure in intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
All of these Secret Service agents crawling around, and you don't think just what that guy said, that is common sense, okay? They're trying to now tell us that common sense is a conspiracy. That is the new thing that they're trying to sound like. Common sense is a conspiracy.
Yep. What does that say, guys? I mean, her husband almost got
Yeah.
shot going up the wrong staircase.
Of course.
But they can't shoot a guy with an AR rifle on a roof.
Especially sniper being directly across from him. You know, straight shot at him.
I guess if you can convince the people they're on a flying spinning ball in the vacuum, you can kind of convince them of anything.
Uh-huh. But it's definitely, today is mostly just show.
It's all show. Yeah. And, you know, oh my God. Yeah. Look at this. Somebody did like a Disney Pixar picture of that Secret Service woman. This is pretty good. You're going to like this one.
DIY. Oh, man. It's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that girl? That McCarthy. What's her name?
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy. Remember when she was in that movie trying to be a cop with
yes,
with Sandra Bullock and shit? That's the first thing I thought of when I saw that. I was like, oh my God, it's that McCarthy bride. Look at it.
She's quite funny. She's quite funny, actually.
DEI hire. Yeah, man. And that's what this head of Secret Service has been focused on. Hired more female Secret Service. And I'm sorry if somebody wants to say, oh, you're misogynistic or whatever. I'm sorry. It's not a job for women, bro. It's not a job for women. You know, now you might have your very masculine dykey exceptions to the rule, but what I saw yesterday was not that exception to the rule. You know, you might as well have John Goodman out there. Jesus, if you're just looking for flesh to cover you, well, hell, yeah, that's it.
Well, she couldn't even holster a weapon.
You couldn't get her fat up out of the way.
I don't know how much flesh John Goodman's got now, but I don't think it's much. He used to have some flesh.
She was trying to get that fat up out of the way to get that gun in there. And then she was like, fuck it, I'm on camera. I'll just go, I meant to have it out anyways. I'll just leave it out.
Also, do you know something? I was saying to John Goodman thinking he was dead. I was thinking of John Candy. Sorry, dude. That's why you were saying he wouldn't have much flesh.
Okay, that'll work too. You know what I'm saying? You're
John
just looking
Goodman's
for
still
big
alive.
people around you to absorb bullets. That's what you're after, you know?
Absolutely. That's what a numpty. I always get mixed up with them names, Goodman and Candy. John Goodman, John Candy. Of course, John Goodman's still alive, but I think he is a lot thinner than he used to be, isn't he?
And then the next day, this guy's out there. I'm going to go play golf out in an open field with, you know, some sniper with a Barrett a mile away could nail me, no problem, you know. And I'm not worried one bit about it. My ears all healed up, obviously, you know.
Of course.
But he did secure, like, look, I saw it really bad. The black people are tripping out, man. They're going, yeah, he's our guy, man, because he's like one of these rap guys that's been shot and indicted and, you know, all this shit. And he's got a mug shot. He's got what they would call street cred, right? And so that really it's boosted him. And unfortunately, people are played so easily, you know. And that right there got him. That won him the election. That picture's got him won the election. But I'm still thinking they're going to play loosey with the football.
Of course.
Everybody knows it's a shoe-in. Trump's going to be president. Well, that's what they thought last time too, right? And the only one that didn't really complain a whole lot about the blatant cheating was the man himself. Everybody else was bitching about it and getting censored, but not Trump. Trump, he wasn't saying nothing. That's because he was in on it.
Of course.
It's all part of the whole plan. Is it any stroke of coincidence that, remember when he was running the last election, he was going, oh, if Joe Biden gets into office, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see this kind of inflation. You're going to see gas prices do this. You're going to see that, the other. And sure as hell, just like Nostradamus, what happened? Exactly like old Trump said, like a prophecy. Come on, man.
But I mean, look at this, guys. That's what I said earlier. Okay. Matthew Thomas Crooks was rejected by the shooting club for being comically bad shot.
God.
Yeah. What does that tell you guys? So he got rejected from a shooting club because he was such a bad shot. The same guy tried to kill the president.
Jesus.
Something doesn't add up.
God. You just move around a little bit and not have to have any worry. Let him stay up there. Just move around a little bit. He'll never get a beat on you.
Doesn't
That's
make
terrible.
sense. I mean, you would think if you're trying to do something like that, you're going to make sure you're a good shot. Not you're rejected from the shooting club and then try and shoot someone.
Cherry, but almost like it was scripted, so.
Yeah, I know, right? Check this one out. Why are these people all smiling? They've just been under fire.
Yeah, that's what I said last night. That woman, she's smiling at all smiling. What the hell?
Yeah, I was just, I don't know, like, I don't see any scenario where they're like planning this out, right? And they're saying, okay, here's the plan. We're going to shoot at your head. Like, how is that like a plan? You know what I mean?
That's assuming there was actually any shooting.
Yeah, well,
that's better. It's when you hear yourself repeating, you have your sentence. You don't know how to stop the sentence because you hear yourself.
Yeah, it bucks me all up.
Yeah,
still echoing.
Matt, I think you're just gonna have to pause yourself when you're not talking, man, because it does echo through there. Shot. Oh, he dropped again.
Oh.
But yeah, this whole thing is definitely a scripted thing. No doubt about it.
Oh,
but I see a lot more people are now starting to talk. Is Trump the Antichrist? It's like, okay.
Remember, Obama was the Antichrist too. Remember?
Everybody's the Antichrist. Prince William.
Prince Charles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah.
We'll only see the Antichrist until he actually reveals himself, like the Bible says.
Who else? What's his name?
But think about it. Doesn't the Bible say the Antichrist will reveal himself? So you're not really going to know until the Antichrist reveals himself. But looking at Scripture, I don't see Donald Trump as the Antichrist. He is definitely not an actual Christian, as you put it, but I don't think he is the Antichrist.
There you go.
Yep, the man of lawlessness. Thessalonians, Justina. Hey, Dislord's in as well. What's up, Dislord?
Hey, guys.
All clear on the north end of here.
That's what I was going to say. Alexander the Great, Napoleon, and all that. They were all like, well, weren't they? You know?
That's a good one.
Elon Musk might be the Antichrist. You know, if
Elon
any
Musk.
one of all those
many people are
characters we
saying that as
mentioned.
well.
Yeah.
Many people are saying that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that link you gave me for that downloader doesn't work for me. It doesn't even load up either on my phone or on the computer. That downloader. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Disk. Anyway, if you can hear me.
What? Hidden in our solar system, Earth might have a new mysterious neighbor planet.
Ooh.
I was listening again to the most ridiculous thing again today. Shout out to IP and he had John on. They were talking about Billy Carson. And Billy Carson, Billy Carson, the guy that says he's the most foreknown expert on the Emerald tablets and scrolls and the Sumerian tablets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And every single thing he brought up, because it was on Joe Rogan's, it's like, what? Every single thing he brought up was wrong. It was literally just wrong. And you think, how does a guy like that get any following? How do people just believe him? But the guy literally just talks out of his teeth. Like, it's really rubbish. I wonder if I can actually get that on. I want to actually. Let's see. Joe Rogan.
Excuse me.
Sorry about the echo, fellas. It's not cooperating with me today.
No stress, man, but it's good to have you on.
Did you fix it?
I went away. I closed everything out and came back. I don't know if it's fixed because you guys hear it and I don't.
I think you were doing it with your voice, man. I think you were just doing it intentionally.
Yeah, you were mocking us.
Yeah.
Because I'm an asshole.
There you
go.
Where's Bill and Carson?
I was going to say Michael's still working hard. He reckons he might be working for another week yet, possibly, with tinfoil. Lost 2 kilos already with working. I'm like, fair play, fair play.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a good job. He sent me photos of what he's done. Pretty good.
Yeah, I got it. Just to have to listen to some of this, guys. It's like, warning, it is insane.
Joe Rogan.
The Joe Rogan.
That there's no existence of them.
Mm.
There's literally no evidence that they ever existed. They just disappeared because the guy that made those tablets, that claimed those tablets came, the Anunnaki gave it to him, and then they took it after they let him transcribe them for him. And they
Sounds a
took it
lot
away.
like it sounds a lot like the Mormon shit.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah,
They gave him the tablets, and then they took it away.
Yeah. Why would they do that?
Yeah. That sort of like, I don't know, sort of like what Muhammad did with Islam. I have a revelation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Joseph Smith, Muhammad, they both have
all of them.
similar stories, yeah.
Nice.
He can read the Sumerian archaeology finds because he bought books off of Amazon, guys.
Yeah. And but a bit of it, not all of it, just a bit.
Wow. There's a very small handful of what you call them, the toponographers, the guys that are able to translate ancient hieroglyphics and stuff.
Yeah.
Very small handful of them. And this guy's claiming to be now able to do the same because he bought books of Amazon. Okay. Wow. No, you just put clay on, you scratch it out, and then you leave it out to dry. Yeah, I learned pottery, mate. When I studied art, I did pottery, and we worked with clay and ceramic and stuff. It's not rocket science.
Well, a person that reads hieroglyphs is called a hieroglyphigist. I didn't know
And
that.
last time I checked, he said the emerald tablets were made out of emerald.
Mm-hmm.
It's not clay.
But it's a hieroglyphologist. Hieroglyphologist, sorry. Hieroglyphologist.
There we go.
Text
But
literally,
it gets
you know,
yeah, Zachariah Sentience, the guy that they literally showed to be fake, just like Willie Carson's is showing. But anyway, the Epic of Gilgamesh has got nothing to do with the Bible, by the way, guys.
Mm.
A lot of people try and say the Bible's taking stories from the Epic of Gilgamesh. No, it's not.
Probably vice versa.
Not at all. The Epic of Gilgamesh came after the Noah's flood, by the way, guys.
I mean, if most countries have got a story like Noah, sort of similar to Noah. China have, probably Japan have, whatever. They've all got stories similar to Noah, and to me, it shows something. One of them must be true, and I believe the one is.
I want to go to a very special part, certain parts. Oh, man, it was like crazy. The things he said.
Before him, and that also.
Did you hear that? Scrolls found in the 1900s and 1900s, guys, were taken, and that's what they wrote the Bible off of. When is the Bible written again?
Wow.
Over a period of about
1st century.
1500 years it took them to write the Bible. It took 1500
That
years.
guy's smart, man.
So the Bible is written in the 1st century, but they wrote the Bible from tablets they found in the 18th century. In the 19th century.
We're getting wet.
Does that make sense to you guys?
Certainly does not.
It sounds Wong to me.
Definitely Wong.
But I think we'll actually do a stream on this sometime because you can go into much more detail. Well, that's like crazy. Everything the guy puts up is wrong. Hey Teddy, what's up?
Hi. You're talking about Trump again.
We're actually past Trump.
Yeah, we passed.
Yeah, way past Trump.
It was a great movie. We're all talking about it.
True,
And I didn't even have popcorn, so.
Oh, shame.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was on the news on television, and it was they were afraid that Trump was going to die, and oh boy, it had a nice end, and oh.
Afraid he was going to die, but he was out playing golf, you know.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, though, he had a profound experience from that, and it brought him closer to the Lord.
Oh,
yeah. Well, it was prophesied 3 months ago, so.
Yes. I'm just waiting to see the manifesto that they find. There's got to be a manifesto.
Yeah.
Every time you have a lone wacko shooter with 3 names, there's a manifesto.
Of course.
Recently, I was listening to Mark Sargent and Patricia Steer's podcast, and this was a couple weeks ago, but Mark Sargent was trying to tell the audience there's no way Donald Trump's getting shot at. And a week later, this happens. Thought that was interesting.
If it would have been Biden, he wears a mask, so maybe they could shoot his ear off.
So, Miss Teddy, did you get a chance to go to any of those conferences that you were speaking about?
How do you mean to go to?
Do what?
You said if I could go there?
I remember you mentioned that you knew someone there in the Netherlands, I believe is where you are.
No, I am in the Netherlands, but it was on television, and it's they just acted like everything was real. So big scam.
It was on TV.
Yeah, it was on SBS 6, and that's a dark space, SBS 6, with a lot of celebrities and
Okay, this is a photo taken within the next day, playing golf. Can anybody see anything wrong with his ear?
Not a bit.
No, but he smeared it on himself. I think it was just red paint or something.
Like a blood cap.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even have a plaster on or anything. That's really weird.
It was just a joke.
Right. Yeah, it's really wild. Well, there should be all kinds of pictures of him today. They have in the big Republican National Convention in Wisconsin today. Let's see. There's Donald Jr. talking with some bird.
A few days ago, I heard that someone say that Trump Jr. is, who his mom is? Lady Diana.
Oh,
And
yeah, I saw some stuff about that too.
But if you look really close, he looks a lot like her.
Mm-hmm.
I have never confirmed it, but I've been told that Trump is related to Danish royalty, the Danish kingdom, and that would
Well,
make him
I
part
heard
of
that
a lot
they
of
all
memories.
are trannies. So
They all are. They're all related. They all go back to Charlemagne. Every single one of them has blood ties back to Charlemagne.
But don't you think that they all are trannies? Guys are girls and girls are boys.
I think that's been blowed over. I think that there's some of that, but I don't think it's as
Yeah,
big
I
as
think
like.
it's a mix.
People
I think that's
get to
the
this
most
point where they
important.
go, everything is this, that, or the other. You know, it's binary thinking that happens. But they are actors, and we know that it's been tradition amongst thespians that back in the day, women were not actors. There were no actresses. Female roles in plays were played by men.
Right, women were
Mhm.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the thing. Yeah.
And when
were
you look
trained
at
to be guys.
the royals in England, a few centuries ago, all the ladies looked a lot like guys.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
That's really an
Even
ugly bunch of
even a lot
people
of
too,
the
boy.
royals still do. The old ones, the oldest royals we have living still, look at them. A lot of them looks like trannies.
Yeah,
They got that
yeah.
weird look.
Yeah.
Even the Danish queen and all her sisters. Her sisters looks even worse. They look like old big men now. They're trying to hide it. Looks like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can't even look like a woman at all. Even the Danish queen is starting to look more like a man the older she gets. And she looked like a boy. Her and her sisters looked exactly like boys when they were children. You can look at the pictures from them officially. They look like little
Yeah.
boys in women's clothing and almost boy haircuts too. So I think there's something going on there, whatever they are.
Well, the story goes that when the women are pregnant, within 8 weeks, they got jabs with all kind of things with hormones. So when the baby comes, it's a boy and a girl. So
They could inject the fetus, yeah. They could inject the fetus with stuff.
Yeah.
Make it grow differently in the stomach.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's really sick if that's what they do.
Dude.
Anyway, I think that was a good stream, guys.
Decent.
It was good. So yeah, guys, please go and comment on the video and say we would love to have a discussion with him and see who really is retarded.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking
So
forward to
put
it.
it out there.
I already know
afraid to
who
talk
is,
that fucking
so
guy.
it's just gonna be fun.
Yeah. Okay, so Dave, you're probably gonna have a show.
Probably not tonight. Tomorrow night, definitely. I got some more stuff to digest here before I do. More on this assassination thing. I also want to put that open challenge out there to Lore Lodge. He showed up in my chat one time, but he wouldn't come up on my show.
You think he will?
I doubt that he will. And what's up with Sean? I thought Sean was not going to do flat Earth shit anymore.
Yeah.
And
Well, you
now
see,
he's-
Flat Earth's the only thing that gives him his 50 views. So.
Well, he's in love with Keith there.
Because if he
That's
plays
what it
games,
is.
if he plays games, he gets 5 views. If he does Flat Earth, he gets 50 views. So obviously he's going to do
that's
Flat
how it
Earth.
and are you all
Yeah, well, I
on
wanted to say
TikTok
something,
or
guys.
only on YouTube?
I couldn't make that out neither. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, thanks, babe. I was just going to say, Vicky's put. Is that the live for tomorrow night, babe? Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not right.
Hey, gentlemen, the consensus at Walmart is that Donald Trump had a blood pack and slapped himself on the head with it. So
yeah,
That's what
and
I
everybody's
said
laughing about it
exactly when I
today.
saw the video. Yeah, I said the same thing.
He did what
That's
the
the only
American
thing that makes
wrestlers did.
sense.
Just a razor blade, cut his ear up.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing many times, but I remember one point of the time when they came up to take him down. He said, "Let me just get my shoes." Maybe that scene when they were covering him from the camera, and he said, "Let me get my shoes." He might have taken something from his pocket, and then they took him down. You know, you didn't really know.
You never know.
I don't know if the timing if it fits, but yeah. Who the hell gets their
How does
shoes when they're getting killed?
Right. Why
I
don't get that.
Let me just get my shoes before we leave. You know.
He didn't want to go out barefoot.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'll be on. I should be on tomorrow morning. Morning coffee. And
wow, Roger, mate.
Yeah, it's a storm coming in right now. Big one. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
All right, man.
You're the storm. You are the storm, dude.
I'm not kidding. It's thunder, lightning, and winds like you would believe.
Nice.
Yeah, we have it in Denmark too. We don't even have a summer here. And they promised it before summer that we were going to have the wettest year in the summer ever, kind of. How can they predict that when they can't predict ahead that far? They're telling us, we're going to fuck your winter up, summer up and give you experimental weather, and it's crazy. Stormy weather, thunder, it's extreme, and it's all the time this summer. It makes no sense. It's supposed to be summer.
I'll tell you what, we could deal with some rain. My trees are looking bad out there. I had to put the sprinkler on today.
I could use some sun. I can hardly get anything done because of all the rain, you know.
We had a lot of sun today, almost 30 degrees, but around 6 o'clock it went raining again.
Yeah.
Anyway, tomorrow 8 a.m. Morning coffee. It's set up, so I'll probably do a morning coffee. But me and one will be the night one. Flats' night off, so I'll be doing one at 8 p.m. GMT as well. On Holy Communion.
Yeah, looking forward to that. It's with the aliens, I think.
I think so.
Unholy Communion, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Michael gave me it. It's about an hour and 50 long, so nearly 2 hours long. So we'll probably get about 4 weeks out of it. So it's another look.
Look, guys, here, check it out.
Wow, it's very nice sound. That's all I'm checking out.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna get nasty, man.
Definitely.
Still a storm, though. You're still a storm.
So Matt, any closing statements?
Thanks,
CJ. No, not really, guys. Just wish you and yours well, and until next time, peace be with you all.
Amen. And this Lord?
That was beautiful.
Just keep it up, everybody, and see you next time.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Teddy. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
And Mr. Ledwell.
Yeah, everything's fake, guy. That's all I got to say. And that was quite the Indiana Jones move. You know, I can read tablets. It reminds me of another young Indiana Jones guy. Maybe Bob, the science guy.
This is interesting. I'm looking at a picture. This guy picked a VP. Trump picks VP.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
And he's standing there next to him, right? And you don't see any indication of anything wrong with his ear at all. What is this latest guy? God dang it. Who did he pick? What's that guy's name? Right now I did a image search and it's just giving me what's his nuts? Pence. Who the hell did he pick? I'm looking to see some evidence of his injured ear. Has he got a bandage on it, anything like that? So I'm at the RNC right now at their convention. I'm looking to see if I can find Trump anywhere. Because he apparently named this guy as his VP.
Can't just have been grazed such a tiny little bit that it's just a little tiny wound that, it heals up.
Yeah, JD Vance.
But I mean, if anybody that gets grazed in the ear, it takes off that piece because your ear cartilage is so
fucking fast. He would lose a little piece of the ear for sure.
Mm-hmm. They'll do something. I mean, the fact he didn't even have like anything there the next day playing golf on his ear shows.
Yeah, it's
It's all
I mean,
bullshit.
couldn't they think behind the time? Or maybe at least put a plaster on to show that maybe, you know, they got hurt or something.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, I can't find anything right now. They're
No
not,
stress, man.
not
So I'm just
showing
going to say
that.
bye to everybody. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate you all. Please do show up to PJ's tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. And to Sov if he shows a show tomorrow night and everything. I really appreciate you all. Many blessings. And thanks for all the support.